When do we start blaming Trump? I know that sounds like a stupid question, but just hear me out. I noticed this when gas prices were going up. Everybody in my vicinity was not blaming Trump, which is the dumbest thing in the world, right? Because obviously his pushing us into the Iran war caused the fluctuation of gas prices. It's obviously going to affect oil. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's just how the world works. Yet people keep saying shit like, oh, it's because Biden shut down the Dakota pipeline. Like, I've seen that. I saw people say that. Now, obviously, these people probably exist in a bubble or they don't even exist at all. It might be a bot response, but I want to take it seriously and I want to ask people if they truly believe that Trump is not at fault with gas prices. If Trump is not at fault with any of the stuff that he does, when is he? And there's other instances of this. I was watching a debate where these people were talking about Doge and how they found nothing. And why is that? Why did Doge not find anything, even though Trump is saying they did? And when confronted, the people here in this panel asked one of Trump's defenders and said, why? And they said, well, it's not his fault.
How is it that this guy found no waste, fraud, or abuse? He had access to every single part of the federal government.
Maybe he was threatened. Maybe he was
what?
blackmailed. I don't know.
The what?
This is known as a phenomenon called good SAR, bad boyers, where everything that Trump does is good, but anytime he does anything bad, there's someone behind him disrupting his good progress. Obviously, in the world that we live in, Doge just didn't find anything. That's the most simple answer. That makes sense. There was nobody being prosecuted. They went in there with a fine-tuned comb, or as they say they did, and they could not find anything. If you go to their website, if you track what they cut, none of it seemed to be fraud. Even the stuff from US Aid, you could argue that it was good because eventually it was placed back in. When people bring up the Doge stuff and they find that nothing was found of it, what do you say? You say, well, shit, I guess it was wrong. I guess there really wasn't this fraud and abuse. I guess Social Security wasn't running this rampant big scheme, and that these issues were clerical issues that were eventually found through the normal means of processes that we currently have. Usually at the end of the day, when a boss fires somebody, it's not necessarily their fault, but there's a lot of blame that needs to be taken. Usually the manager says, what did I miss? What were some signs that this person wasn't a good fit? They usually try to reflect. There's just no reflection from somebody like Trump. It's never his fault. Even the election itself, something that he lost, and it's clear that he lost, and after many court cases and after years and years of investigation, he himself currently in power still can't find anything that would lead to him showing that he definitively lost. He still can't admit it. It got him to the presidency twice, so it's an effective method. When you have multiple government shutdowns under one president, when you have plans like the tariffs or his military plans, they seem to be moved and pushed back every single day, seemingly on a whim, it looks like for most people that this person doesn't have a firm grasp of what he does. And yet none of his fans would say like, yeah, this is definitively his fault, that it's the Democrats. The Democrats lost the 2024 election, add to the trillions to our debt, which they have already have, and they're going to continue to with their newest plans. And when they have these multiple government shutdowns, people just not getting paid, you really can't blame the Dems, but they still are, because they're just not good people. They know that you're eventually going to defend them and carry water for them because you just like him.